Hello to all my friends at GameFix. It's me, Mario.
This is John St. John. Yes, I'm the voice of Duke Nukem. Stefano here. You might know me as Lee Everett.
This is Cass Anvar, Altair Ibn Lahad.
This is Ashley Birch. I'm the voice of Aloy.
Welcome to GameFix Podcast.
And you are listening to GameFix.
You're listening to the GameFix Podcast.
I'm here to kick ass and listen to the GameFix Podcast. And this time I'm all out of asses.
Way to say it, bro.
Partner, you know what time it is.
Let's go crazy! Crazy!
Yes, we are back. Welcome. Happy New Year to everyone. It's the GameFix Podcast. This is 2018. January 1st, first day of the year. I'm Spanish.
And I am Verlaine. Make sure to check out our website, gamefix.ning.com, and our podcast that you are listening to right now streams live every Monday night at 8:30. Welcome all who are watching at Twitch TV/GameFix.
Absolutely. You can also follow us on our social medias. All you need to do is search for @GameFix Show, one word, and you'll find us. You'll find us everywhere. It's fun. It's really fun. We like to talk video games. We like to game, and we like to talk about video games. I think that's pretty much what we do here. Yeah. That's where we're at. Last time we spoke to you was 2 weeks ago. We took a week off for Christmas, but we are here. We are doing it every Monday night for the rest of the year. How about that? How do you like them apples? Maybe next Christmas we'll take a Monday off. We'll see. But we're excited for tonight. I know there's a lot that we're anticipating for the following year. For this year, there are so many games that we need to get to. And Verlaine, I want to find out what games you are looking forward to most.
Ooh.
Because I know for a fact there might be some kind of strange things happen in 2018, and I have a prediction about you, sir. You.
All right. Okay.
So we will get to that. We also have the free games with gold. We have that's Xbox, and then we have, of course, the PlayStation Plus games, the free games this month. We're going to get to that as well. And there is other things to talk about. I know we have some Overwatch news. We have I want to mention something about League of Legends, so we'll get into that. But let's start off like we always do, and what we've been playing the last I guess we could say the last 2 weeks in this case, but since you went first at the last show of the year, let me go first, the first show of the year. Does that work?
Yep, makes sense.
Okay, all right, cool. So what I have been playing, and yeah, like I said, it's been 2 weeks, so we've kind of been playing a lot of games. So but let's get to it. I've been playing some Overwatch. Obviously you have been too. It's been that game is just incredible. That I don't see an end near with this game.
Not at all.
If you haven't gotten a chance if you haven't gotten a chance to play this game yet, it's just I feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
Go get it. And I have been playing a lot of Cuphead lately.
Yeah.
I have really been playing a lot of Cuphead, and let me tell you, it's as frustrating as the game is, because it is just that, because a lot of people are saying the games are too hard, or games are wow. I need difficulty. I'm okay with this, but with this game, it is very hard. I will not deny that it's difficult, but I do want to see the end of the game. So at this point, I've been playing everything simple just to try to get through it, just because I want to see the story and I want to see each level. Each level is all different. When you play it, you have no idea what you're about to do, especially if the first time you do it. And it's just that hard of a game, but it's very enjoyable. When you do pass it, it's so sweet. There's a lot of that. This game, it really does that to you. You're just like, oh god, I'm never gonna pass this level. It's never going to happen. And then you do, and you're just like, yeah, like that was awesome. Like I can't wait to the next one. I think I caught myself the other night playing for like 3 hours straight. So,
wow.
Yeah, dude, like that game is incredible. I haven't gone back to Wolfenstein 2 these past 2 weeks, just because. I've been playing a lot of other games. So, what else have I been playing? I think Cuphead is really kind of taken over for me. What about you?
You have a goal.
What's that? Do I have a goal?
You have a goal.
Yes. Yeah. I need to finish this game. So I've had it long enough. It needs to be finished. That's where I'm at.
Nice. All right. Well,
Yeah.
I've been playing Overwatch. I'm still on my road to silver portrait, if you will. So I'm just playing any kind of match. Today I played just Mystery Heroes. I'm trying to find another character to kind of like get a little good at. And contrary to me as a person, I have this thing for Widowmaker now. Like,
Ooh, yeah, you do.
I like the satisfying hits, kind of like with Doomfist. When you hit someone and kill them, it's so awesome. And with Widowmaker, it's just, even though like I'm not a fan of her ultimate, I am starting to get used to it and really start using it. And I don't know. I'm gonna tinker around with her. The new season just started, season 8. They made a little bit of changes, huh?
Sniper trash. Go ahead.
I won't play her on offense though.
I hope not.
So the competitive changes only affect higher tier people. One of them, they just limit the amount of SR that you can be to play at Grandmaster level. So Grandmasters can only play 250, I think, SR. It might have used to have been 500. And then something that's kind of a drastic change, which I still kind of don't understand. You know how we're playing and then we're like, yeah, well, if you're playing good, you're still going to do good. I still haven't seen that, only in the how much XP you get. As for ranking up, I don't know, but they've done this thing for Diamond and up. When you play now, you are solely ranked and given SR based on your team's performance. So once you hit Diamond, it's not about how well you perform. And this is to stop these like one-trickers and all these people who, no matter what, will only be one character or focus on themselves just to get, all gold medals instead of helping their team. Now it's the other way. Now they have to help their team to get any kind of like anything from it.
That's good. That's the way it should be. That's why we play the game, though.
Yeah. I started playing Hitman because they had this holiday thing out. And I always like Hitman. Hitman's just that game. All I own is the free part in the Paris level, which is free. It should still be free. If you didn't grab it, you're stupid. That game, just having one level in that game is just, the replay value is like almost infinite. The things you could do, the different approaches you could take to killing people, like you can make up your own missions. I like that game, and unfortunately, I like that the level so much, and I can play it so much that I don't need and didn't need to buy the rest.
Oh, okay.
Like, and it's probably awesome. Like, they still do these contracts and different people. Like, they did this Christmas thing where you had to kill these thieves and you could find Santa and get a suit or something. I don't know. But it's cool. If you haven't checked it out, Hitman is free, so go get it. And earlier, I mentioned that I had some PlayerUnknown Battleground news.
Yes.
The news is that I've been playing it.
Okay.
All right, and holy shit, dude. Okay, we've talked about poor frame rate, all these issues that it's had, PC version.
I mean, you need to, but you know me, like, that's not what's really that important to me. I mean, unless it really like hinders the gameplay, then I'm like, wait a minute.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like,
it doesn't hinder the gameplay. I don't care. It's fine.
Right. So I'm the same way. Like, I play Overwatch on my crappy laptop. All right. So to a point, when it comes to the graphics I'm seeing, I don't think it matters. But the graphics that are programmed into the game do matter. So anyways, poor frame rates, yeah, certain games it matters. Sometimes it is unplayable. I've seen videos of this, how the frame rate is like 15, and it really is clippy. Dude, and the fact that it's $30, and the fact that Fortnite is constantly being updated and supported. Buy this fucking game. This game, dude, even when the frame rates start dropping and it gets choppy, it is still completely playable, and you forget that it's even going on. You know, and most of it only happens when you first get into the map. Once you drop out of the plane and hit the map is when most of the lagging and rubber banding happens, because it's loading the map. Remember in Marvel, when you would go so fast, it would stop you and pull you back? That's what it's doing. just so it can catch up.
Yeah.
But the game is fun. Vehicles are awesome. You can just get attachments and put them on your guns. You don't have to get special guns. You can go prone, and if you go prone in any kind of grass, you're pretty much invisible. Like,
Right.
It's cool, and you are gonna play it tonight.
I am.
Right? I have a way. So you're gonna be able to play
Okay.
it tonight, and I'm telling you, like,
I'm excited.
as fun as Fortnite is, just add realistic graphics, add more of what we
Yeah,
would
I've been
want.
thinking about that, but at the same time, I don't mind the kind of animated graphics,
Right.
and we're gonna get into like games that are animated versus games that look real. Actually, later in the show,
Okay.
remind me.
Well,
Yeah, well, kind of. You'll see what I mean. But like, so I don't know. That kind of really doesn't bother me. I really enjoy Fortnite. I think I enjoy Fortnite is because it's not that realistic. Because you have to remember, dude. You love Battlefield,
yeah.
and what game do I? It's Battlefield, and the reason why I don't like Battlefield as much is because it's very real to me, and it
It's
just
very
feels
realistic.
way. And I know a lot of people are like, "What are you talking about?" But for me, I play that, and I just feel like it needs to be a video game, right? Like, I don't know, maybe that's where I'm at.
Well, it's like with that in Call of Duty, it's really the bullet trajectory.
Don't get me wrong.
Huh?
I'm gonna try it.
Well,
Don't get me
here,
wrong.
check it. So I have the same. I mean, just our last show, we were touting how good Fortnite is, and I'm not doubting that at all. And yeah, when it comes to cartoon versus real, like, it's still about gameplay. This game, like, when you play it, this game, like, you'll see that it is just. You could put Fortnite graphics on this game, and this game would still be better. I mean, it's the things like the map. If in Fortnite the map, the storm starts closing in and the first circle comes, if you're on the exact opposite side of the map, you can wait a couple minutes, run, and make it into the circle. In this game, if the circle appears and you are on the exact opposite side of the map, even if you immediately start going towards the circle, you still might not make it. So instead, if the circle ends up too far, all of a sudden your priority isn't, hey, let's get guns. It's, hey, let's get a fucking car or else we're gonna die.
Okay, all right.
It's different, but it's the same, and it's you'll see. I mean, like, come on, I was up Fortnite's ass.
I'm excited about it.
And I pulled
I
the
wanna play
trigger, and yeah, dude, I think you'll enjoy it.
Okay,
And,
cool.
And the biggest thing is that in Fortnite, we could play a match, see nobody, and it's kind of boring. You know, you have good matches, you have boring matches. Even the slow, boring matches in this game just seem way more fun because of the things that you can find, just the scenery, the fact that you can grab vehicles. It's cool, very cool.
If it's anything like The Calling, I'm out. I'm just kidding.
It's not like The Calling.
Good.
No, it's like Fortnite.
So what else? What else have you been playing? Probably nothing else.
That once I started on Battlegrounds, I've just been PUBG, Overwatch. That's all I've been doing.
Okay, all right. Well, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I guess I'm going to play it tonight. Yay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm excited. Real quick, there is a. Are you good? Anything else you want to say?
No.
Sorry, I didn't want to step on you.
No.
No. Okay. Well, real quick, if you do want to play a game and you but you want it for free, that's cool. You can actually right now at GameStop. We don't really give a lot of love to GameStop because they're usually jerks when it comes to like trading in stuff. But in this case, if you need to purchase some Xbox Live, which you usually have to at some point, right? And you don't have Rocket League right now for a limited time at GameStop. You could buy 3 months of Xbox Live Gold, and you'll get Rocket League for free. How about that?
It's worth it.
That's cool.
Totally worth it.
That's totally
That's
worth
a game
it.
that's also
Because
going to go along.
you're going to
for a
get it
while.
anyway. Yeah. So that game is awesome. If you've never played Rocket League and you need Xbox Gold anyway, this is a great opportunity to take advantage of the deal. So go do that. I just wanted to mention that. Get that.
Well, then let's just get into the games with gold real quick then.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about this month on Xbox side. We've got Van Helsing 3. So I'm assuming Van Helsing Death Trap was 2 maybe, or we had 2. Either way.
It's The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing.
Yeah, so this is number 3. I think 1 was PC, 2 came out. Either way, every Van Helsing game that comes out is free immediately, which is weird. This, from watching the gameplay, seems to mix. I could be just talking out of my ass because I never really got into any of them, but I played a little bit of the second one and a little bit of Death Trap, and this third one has elements of both. Like there's Death Trap levels, so that's free now. You still have a chance to get Back to the Future, the Telltale one, which the only reason to get that would be that it's a true sequel to the movie. Tomb Raider Underworld is the 360 game available right now. I never played it, but it's supposed to be one of the
that's a great
good
game.
ones. Yeah,
that's dude. Trust me, that's a great game. That is awesome.
And then Zombies coming out on the 16th, and Army of Two for Xbox 360.
ZOMBI, Zombie.
Yeah, the one that was Zombie U.
Yeah, right.
They were like, why are we exclusive on fucking Wii?
Yeah, really. What are we doing? That's cool. That's good. The Army 2 is a great game. What a classic. Just a great game. That's a cool game. Okay, well, then we'll go right into the free PlayStation Plus games of January. And actually, I would say I think PlayStation's got them this month. So it's a good start for PlayStation. They were releasing for free. If you have PlayStation Plus, you'll get Deus Ex: Mankind Divided, which is a pretty big game of 2017, and I was never really into the first one. I know people are like, "What's wrong with you again?" But I wouldn't mind giving the next one a try. I've heard a lot of good things. So, and then on top of that, Batman, the Telltale series. I know, Verlaine, you're not really into the Telltale, but that is a big one, and I know a lot of people will be pretty excited over that. I mean, that's good. I mean, if you're a I would say if you're a kid and you just got a new PlayStation for Christmas right now, and you have the PlayStation Plus, this is a good time to have some free games, like right off the bat.
Yeah,
that's cool. I like that. And of course, PlayStation VR. Every month they give away a VR game, Starblood Arena. I don't know a lot about it, but of course the VR hood and everything is required to play it.
That's sweet that they give out VR games for free. That's even more reason to get the VR.
I secretly, even though you have to have the PSVR to actually play the game, if you are planning on eventually maybe getting a PlayStation VR, I would suggest at least download them, put them in your library.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing.
Yeah, totally. Awesome.
So, yeah.
Good one. Good one.
What you should be doing. Good one. Yeah, so that would be pretty cool, I would say. Something that is kind of annoying. I need to bring this up to you. We are not League of Legends players.
That is annoying.
That's not annoying. That's fine. You're allowed to play League of Legends, but in this case, Riot Games. They, of course, you guys know if you do play it, they kind of rework the accounts, and you can your top level is an infinite. Like you can go as high as you want. And of course, there's let me do the air quotes, gamers out there. I'll do that again. Gamers out there that think that it would be great to get the highest level as quickly as possible. But I mean, I'm sorry. For me, my time is I don't have a lot of time to play video games as often as I'd like. Okay, and I think you're kind of in the same boat.
Yeah.
So we don't want to play a game the way they're playing this game. Just to prove a point of a level. I don't get it. So this player under the name of No Life Raphael, which is a perfect name for him, has surpassed the 300 level mark in League of Legends. So if you are familiar with League of Legends, that's a ridiculous number. And here is something that's even more ridiculous about the story, and it just kind of pisses me off. That the reason he got so high so quickly is that he's been playing against bots.
So he's been like doing the training matches or just the single player pretty much.
And that's all he's been doing. and he's leveled up to this level, but like that doesn't make you a good player. That doesn't make you like good at the game, right? Like
Right.
I just don't get why this is so important to somebody.
Everything's important to somebody. I mean, it's just like leveling up in Overwatch. Like the only thing you can be assured of when you see like someone like my portrait is that I play a lot. So you would kind of say, okay, he knows at least how to play.
He knows how to, yeah, okay, all right.
So, but then you get the people that are like this, that are just grinding and grinding and grinding, and they're just farming for XP.
Right.
But I mean, it's almost like why? The thing is without a level cap, it's not a race.
Right.
So you'll never win. Like, so this guy's got 300. Guess what? Soon someone's going to have 400. The world's not going to solely pay attention to No Live Raphael to see how far he goes, because in order to keep that, he's going to have to never do it. He has just sealed himself into playing this game forever if he's going to win.
Oh, hey, by the way, sorry, Ace Platinum, sorry, we were so into what we were talking about, we didn't even look at the chat. So, hey, what's up? We do read the chat. And what do I look like without a hat on? Well, I would look like this, but without a hat. That's what I would look like. So, that's cool, I guess. I do have hair, if that's what you're wondering. The hair is present. Anyway, go, as you were saying.
I don't know.
I didn't want to deny anybody in there, so go ahead.
No, nothing. I actually ended it with it's a pointless race, especially without a level cap. Like if they capped it, say they said, "Hey, you know what? We're going to give you a ridiculous cap, 1,000," which would be a ridiculous for League of Legends, but at least it's a cap. Then you have a race because you have a finish line. He could be the first to do it, but right now, like you're just fucking running on a fucking treadmill right now. It's stupid.
Yeah, really. And no one's against you. It's pretty much like I'm playing soccer, but there's nobody in front of me, so I'm just going to keep scoring goals.
Right.
Or in this case, Rocket League.
I mean, you could do that probably in Overwatch. Just keep playing the versus computer matches, the AI matches.
Yeah, sure. Just keep leveling up.
Yeah.
Keep leveling up. I wonder. You know what? I'm kind of interested though. Maybe I might play one of those Overwatch and just see how many points I can accumulate in one match. Because I would imagine it would probably be a little bit more than you would if you got your ass kicked the entire match.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know. But you're like, what a waste of time. But I want to at least try just once. I'm not going to keep going. I'm not going to keep doing it. Yeah. But I want to bring that up because it's like almost like people when you post something online and they comment first.
Oh yeah.
Like who cares?
I can to this day tell you that I do not remember one person who commented first. Of all the comment firsts that I've ever seen, I don't remember any of them.
Because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter. Like, why are you even? Who cares?
Yeah.
Who freaking cares? Okay. Okay. Well, let's. Well, you got anything else? Let's get into what we're looking forward to. I think that's what we should do.
Okay. That's cool. Works for me.
Yep. You ready for that? All right. Yeah. All right. So what the last episode we were talking about what we liked in 2017. Now we're looking forward. We're only looking ahead, and we have to. We're going to give you kind of a list and kind of our opinion what we are looking forward to in 2018. If you are in. If you're in the chat, please give us what you're looking forward 2018. We want to talk about what you've been looking forward as well. Verlaine, why don't we start with you? Why don't you give us one and let's talk about it? How about that?
Well, my number one would have to be Sea of Thieves.
Oh, okay, cool. Awesome.
I mean, since they revealed this at E3, like, I have been very eager to play it. I like the game enough to where I didn't participate in the alpha. Because I kind of don't want that. I don't want it. I don't want to see it built. I want to just see the game good and play a good game immediately. It's got tons of potential. I fear that it could be overhyped. And it's a very risky type of game in the fact of having a solid crew. They haven't really revealed how it'll work with random people. I don't know. I mean, because if it's a game that you build a crew and you can only play with them, you can only do matches with people, and then all of a sudden you die, or you just
Yeah.
have a falling out, or you move, or we don't play.
Sure.
You know, I'm eager to see it. If it all works out, I mean, it looks just like a really awesome game that you can kind of just have an ongoing second life. You know, just always just step into this world, do a couple missions with people. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, no, I'm in. I love the collaboration. Your friends kind of going out, pillaging. I don't know, as far as raping, I don't know how that's going to work. I think they're going to keep that out of the game.
Maybe.
But with this, well, maybe, I don't know. But like with this, I think it'd be very cool. I remember playing on the PC years ago. It was like the Pirates of the Caribbean game, but it was only on like online you could play.
It was free up to level 20, right?
Yeah,
I played that game. That was kind
of.
of fun.
It was so much fun, but it was like
Yeah.
it was repetitive. It was the same thing over and over and over again. But like it had the right idea. You can get into a ship, you can attack another ship, you could pillage, you can steal, you could do like I mean it had everything that you kind of wanted, but it was just the same thing over and over and over again. And so I hope they kind of get away from that. Now earlier in the show, I did mention something about like games that look real as opposed to look kind of animated. I'm glad you brought up Sea of Thieves because I was going to bring this one up when you did. So Sea of Thieves is coming out this year. Also, another one that's coming out this year is Skull and Bones, which is it seems kind of its parallel.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that game.
It's more of like Battlefield as opposed to Overwatch. You know what I mean? So it's more like realistic. What do you think about that? Do you think like is Sea of Thieves the way to go, or because we're going to get Sea of Thieves first, I believe in March.
Yeah.
But Skull and Bones probably won't come out till fourth quarter, maybe third quarter, possibly. I mean, is this something to look forward to and wait for, or what?
I forget what Skull and Bones like the premise is.
It's pretty much the same. I mean, not the same, but like it has like the same mechanics. You know, you steal a ship, you pillage, you get your friends, you play together. So, but obviously the graphics are a little better. I guess it's like Fortnite versus PUBG. You know, so I don't know what I'm looking towards. It looks really cool. It could be a pile of shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
But Sea of Thieves so far has the better. People are really looking forward to that more than this game. As obviously, you totally forgot about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't. Sea of Thieves is definitely more of an MMO ongoing kind of thing. I don't know if Skull and Bones is like an MMO, or is it more like a not even like Call of Duty, maybe like a Division or something. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like I don't know. Either way, when it comes to those, it's pretty much gonna rely on the gameplay. As long as Sea of Thieves doesn't go overboard on the MMO, if they can keep it more like a first-person shooter type game, but with the adventure MMO elements, then they're gonna at least have my attention. And in the other hand, if Skull and Bones is more like almost like a single-player game but multiplayer, it'll have to. I don't really know. It's gonna amount to the gameplay. It really is. I mean, because like, I have more faith in games that come out with the chunky, cartoony caricature graphics because they're not focusing on the detail of the graphics. Therefore, they can make a better game.
At least that's kind of where I'm at too. So I don't know. I'm definitely looking forward to Sea of Thieves a lot more than Skull and Bones. But I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see. I really don't think it's a good chance of them both being really good. So it kind of scares me if they are.
I just remembered they're not, because I remember Skull and Bones. What they're doing is because I think part of the developers worked on Assassin's Creed, or there's some sort of tie in there, and what they pretty much said what it is you take the pirate ship gameplay out of Black Flag, and that's a majority of what this is. So that is different than Sea of Thieves. This is more like you guys are just, it sounds like you're going to jump into a game either with your friends or with a random crew, and you go around trying to take over other ships. When you leave the server, that's it. I could be wrong. I haven't done a lot of study. I do remember that game did look sweet, but just remembering that, I know it's going to be different. And out of the two of them, I probably would take Sea of Thieves for what they're promising is the gameplay.
Awesome. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Well, that's two games. That's one for me, one for you. What's the next one you got?
The next one that I am looking forward to is going to have to be Soul Calibur 6.
Oh, yes.
I mean, Soul Calibur is... there's just something about Soul Calibur we talk about all the time. It's just a great game.
Back to the stage of history.
It's gonna be a great game because it's not one of these yearly releases. They haven't fucked up a Soul Calibur yet, in my opinion. You know, Street Fighter has been messed up a little bit. Marvel Capcom definitely. Mortal Kombat's awesome. They did fuck up, but then they made good. But Soul Calibur, it's gonna be good. I think it can't not be a good game. And without Samurai Shodown,
it can't not be a good game.
no, it can't not be a good game. I mean, I
hear it.
It's the only weapon fighting game we have now.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's true. I mean, well, you could kind of, but like superhero really doesn't. That's not the same. That's not the same.
Superhero.
You know, like superpowers and stuff like that. That's not really weapon.
Right.
Per
Yeah.
se.
This is like clang main weapon kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my
okay.
For sure.
Cool. No, that's okay. I'm definitely looking forward to that. I would like to play that right now. My big prediction at the beginning of the show that I mentioned, and I think it's going to happen. I think it's finally going to happen, and it's probably going to be in the second quarter, maybe, perhaps. Verlaine, you're going to buy a PlayStation 4 and you're going to get Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
I'm excited about that.
I would have put that on my most anticipated list, but that requires me getting a PlayStation.
Yeah. I think you're going to still do it.
I want to get one for the VR.
I think that game.
It could.
I think that's the game that does it, dude, because you've been waiting for that game. I know you have been.
Oh, yeah.
You're not the guy to say, you're against PlayStation. I know that.
Yeah.
You're a gamer. You just want to play some new games and have some fun, and I get that. So but I feel like there hasn't been that game out there, that exclusive game that has really gotten you to the point where you're like, man, I really need to play this game. I got to play this. And unfortunately for that, the only way to play it is going to be on PlayStation 4. So that is because that's why I think you're going to get it.
You could be right. I mean, that game. I've been a Spider-Man fan since the beginning, and it's the fact that they have an exclusive. I mean, shit, it worked for them, I guess.
Yeah.
Plus the fact that
this game looks incredible. If you are into like the old Batman games and stuff like that, this one is going to be very, very much close to it. The rhythm combat is there, but just so you know, you definitely will not be killing anybody in this game. There's going to be no deaths in this game, at least by your hand. So that's
gravity on
so that's not. Well, he saves everybody. He doesn't kill anyone.
We'll see. I'm still excited.
I hope so. Yeah. We'll see. Okay. How about you? Give me another one.
All right. So
this is no particular order, but whatever you want.
This is one that just the mere announcement of it is going to shake the fucking world.
What?
And I'm talking about Square Enix's Avengers project. That happens this year. They have the rights to make the game that I've always mentioned. We needed an Avengers game. They stopped after they made Captain America, Thor, Iron Man single games, and then they stopped making them. And we never got the Avengers. It was the next movie. It should have had a game. We got the fucking Lego version. Square Enix.
Which hold on. Lego game was pretty fun.
Right.
wasn't what we were looking for.
It's still
I
Lego.
understand that, but it is everything we want in a game that's not Lego.
Right.
I think is a good way to put it.
Yeah. So just the I'm anticipating the announcement of really what kind of game this is going to be. I don't think they are going to mess this up. I don't think that it is going to be some sort of just lame, because they made like an Avengers game for Kinect, and it was just a fighting game, like a split screen. Yeah. I think it's going to be really good, and totally that one. If they made the announcement tomorrow, would probably supersede all of my anticipation.
Really?
It's the fucking Avengers. And Square Enix. Like, I'm not a Final Fantasy fan, but I am a fan of Sleeping Dogs, and I am a fan of whatever their animation studio is called, because they are on the top. Like, when it comes to CGI and all that, like, Square Enix, they've got the company.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Wow. That's a big statement, but it's okay. I agree with that.
Watch.
Okay. Let's move on. Another one I'm definitely looking forward to is something that I got pretty excited about during E3 when they announced it. It's one of the first, I would say first, but first in a long time games that they're really touting to be a couch duo game. A Way Out.
Mm-hmm.
It's two different characters. One goes to prison, the other goes to prison so they could break the other one out. It's an elaborate scheme. It's fine. But it's all about couch gameplay. So it would be like you and me playing this game, but in order to get through it, I need a partner, and you would be it.
Yeah.
So, and we have to work together and do like I have to cover while you go take care of something or whatever it is. This game, it comes out. There actually is a release date for this one, March 23rd. So when this game comes out, I believe you and me are going to play this game. I'm looking forward to it. I know I have a feeling that this game, the first time I saw it, I was like, man, this is something I've been looking forward to.
Yeah.
It's an offline game that you could play online with your friend. That's awesome.
Right.
I love that.
I'm excited.
I love that.
They're going to be...
And the best thing about it is only one of us needed to buy it.
Yes.
Is as long as like I buy it, I can give you like the access to play the game with me on your console.
Right. I get
like,
a copy.
You don't even need game sharing. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So like that's cool. That's cool. I really enjoy that. I don't know if that's the smartest way to make a lot of your money back, but at the same time, it's a smart way to get gamers to buy your game.
But it's
that's what I'm looking at.
It's one of those. It's for us. It works, but it's risky because it's like Evolve risky. It requires two living beings to play the game, which is why they're giving you the copy to give to somebody. But that does not ensure that these people, that everybody has friends. I don't know if you're going to be able to... I would not think that you could just randomly get into a game with a random person, because you'd need an ongoing... it'd be like a co-op campaign, so you'd always have to match with that person.
Right.
So there is a little bit of risk with this game in the fact that, like, how they're going to make money. Because, like you said, all right, so the game's $30. So right there, it's half off a normal priced game. And they're giving you another copy. So you could pretty much say that the game's $15. All right? But you have to make sure that, like, me and you, we'll play the game. But the thing is, we have to play it together. We cannot, like, I cannot never jump in and be like, I want to play this. Like, it has to be me and you is what I'm getting.
Well, you can play your own game. You can play a one-player game.
Are you sure? I don't think you can.
I'm pretty sure you can.
I don't know. They have not said one thing about it. And how would you do that? With an AI? Like, an AI would help you? Like, how could they even fuck up then?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that's why they're giving you the extra copy, is because there is no single player. all in all, the game looks fucking amazing. Did you see any of the cinematic, not the cinematics, but more of the gameplay where like me and you are separate rooms, but once we join, it kind of blends in, and then maybe 3 screens like the show 24 would do. Like 3 screens are there, me in one, you in one, both of us in one, and then when we split off, it like does all that, like almost like a Lego did. You know how you split off from Lego, it goes to 2 cameras. Yep. Yeah, that game's
so that's cool. I'm looking forward to that. This game looks pretty sweet. All right, what about you? What's your next one?
What was it? Because that was one of them.
I'm looking forward to so many games.
That was one of them. I don't know. What's
sounded out
yours? I forgot what I was gonna say.
Well, I could just. Well, then I do kind of want to talk about it anyways. The new God of War. It looks like it's old Kratos. It's like old Logan. But it looks like it's going to be kind of like the beginning of the end for the character. I don't think it's going to be the last game. I think there's going to be more after it anyway. But I think it's going to be the last story. You know what I mean? Like kind of the end for it, which is fine. It kind of needs to. Yeah. And then I don't know. Then you can go back stuff at the beginning. But like with this, I think there really needs to kind of be a bow tied on it because the character Kratos itself is transcending. He's so powerful and he's so he's just that character that like he's the bad guy that's good. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like it's awesome. There's no release date yet. They're saying first quarter of 2018. So hopefully the next month or so we'll get some kind of an announcement for this. And but I'm really looking forward to playing the new God of War. This is going to be pretty sweet.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that this game is going to be released this year. I could be wrong, but State of Decay 2. That's what I was thinking about. You never played State of Decay, did you?
No, I did not.
Okay. So, I don't know. I can generically wrap it up as Fortnite type of gameplay in a zombie apocalyptic world. Like, you gather stuff, you have a base, you crouch, you blah, blah, blah. The importance of this is that it's going to have co-op. And in a game like State of Decay, that's cool. All everyone ever wanted, and the developers could only do it if the will was there and Microsoft fronted them and paid for them and showed them that it was worth it. Well, they must have. The community must have showed them, so the second one's going to have the co-op. That game is so amazing. Like, even the first one, playing by myself, like, it's kind of nerve-wracking. Rescuing people, like, you get jumped by these zombies. Like, it's kind of startling at times. There were times, like, it turns night, and you can't just skip nighttime. You have to go through the nighttime. And that's where it gets, like, kind of like, I don't even want to go outside. I just want to stay in the house and wait until daylight because it's just spooky. Like, there's so many things that, like, I mean, it's a very, very cool game. Very cool game. Like, people that you that you save can either come with you. You can trust them, not trust them. You could play as everybody. Sometimes you have to kill people because they get out of hand or they get bit. So yeah, State of Decay 2, very, very awesome game. Now that you have an Xbox One, you'll get to play it.
Spring 2018. So we get it in the springtime.
Yes.
Springtime. Yeah. That's actually when I play most of my game. My next one, definitely, because I love the first one, and this one is set to become out during the spring of 2008. But unfortunately, with the game, it kind of put a bad taste in my mouth because it was pushed back originally. It was given a date of 2017. Now it's like mid 2018. So I'm kind of like, what was that about? Hopefully it was something good and they needed to do it. But Red Dead Redemption 2 is definitely a game I'm looking forward to. This game, the one before is awesome. The thing to know about this game, it actually takes place in the past. So it's prequel. Original Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption 2, but technically it's the third game because Zombie was the second game.
I want to play it. I'm not anticipated just because. Yeah, I never played the other ones. Though the zombie one did have me intrigued because I always thought it'd be. Have you ever watched that movie Cowboys and Aliens?
Who's that
Daniel,
with?
Not Daniel Craig.
Daniel
yeah,
Craig.
was it?
It was Daniel Craig. Yeah.
Yeah, so it reminded me kind of like that, like, you don't think of the scenarios that, the zombie scenario or the monster scenario, but then, like, in a Western, it's so primitive, yet not. I kind of like that. Like, when they came out with the zombies with that, it was like, yeah, what would they do? Like, not this Call of Duty black and white president shit, but, like, really, like, Cowboys versus Zombies seems like such a cool idea.
Yeah. I think that's I mean, it makes sense. Sure, why not put the zombie in that time period?
Yeah.
That's put the zombie in that time period. The another one I'm looking forward to. It's actually kind of weird because I don't really look forward to zombie games. So since we're on kind of zombie right now, but the new Walking Dead. What's the
Overkill?
Overkill. Thank you.
Yes.
From the makers of Payday.
Yes.
This game we haven't really seen a lot, so I am reserved. But at the same time, this might be one of those zombie games that make me want to check it out.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. It'll be like Left 4 Dead. If they're smart,
I hope so.
If they're smart, they'll keep it that way, knowing like the want for a Left 4 Dead 3 isn't as high as Half-Life 3.
Right.
But I think right now the want for Half-Life 3 isn't really to play Half-Life 3. It's just for Half-Life 3 to be released. Left 4 Dead 3 would be awesome, and these guys could do a good spiritual successor and take over that whole genre, because Left 4 Dead still, like, there is no other game that's like it. Especially when you get into the versus part. You got humans that are all the same, like no special characteristics, against zombies that do have different characteristics.
Yeah.
It was Left 4 Dead was awesome, and yeah, this game in the hands of Overkill, I don't think they're gonna fuck it up. And they're playing it right. They're giving us the cinematics, the creepy, you don't know what the hell's going on, focus on a character who's weird, and yeah, man. I'm game.
I'd say, of course, people are definitely looking forward to a lot of games, but this one's kind of weird. I know, Verlaine, you kind of brought this up at the beginning of the show, but I wanted to kind of talk about it. So apparently, they're making a new Sega Genesis cartridge, a game. You know about this, obviously.
Yeah.
The name of the game is called Xenocrisis. What else do you know?
It is a top-down shooter. And the thing is so when we talk indie games, I know I'm going to offend a lot of people. I don't care. It's a blanket statement. But a majority of them, if they're not indie games, they're top-down shooters. There's a lot of them. I think it's just an easy way for them to get the idea of what they want across without all the money and all the good graphics and engines, whatever. So this game is like one of those. But, I mean, it will play on a Genesis. So you're making a game that has 8 directions. The graphics look really good. They're bright. The character, though simple like normal games, like you can get power-ups. It's room-based. Like, so you'll be in a room, clear the room, aliens, go to the next room, screen slides down, then you take care of that room, go to the next room. But you know, your character can do things like roll out of the way and dodge. You could sprint, or like there's one part where you could just like run really fast and you like crush the eggs instead of shooting them. Okay. And my point is that this is a game that really, it's showing that these games that we're paying $20 for on Xbox One could fit on a fucking Genesis and work just as well. Granted, the game looks cool. I mean, it looks cool. It's got that retro feel. The soundtrack is actually very awesome. And for what it is, really, I would want to play it on the Genesis and not on the Dreamcast, just to see how far they've pushed that machine. Because, I mean, I still am, like, totally a believer that, if we just slowed down and
there's more to it.
yeah, and really like took advantage of the power that these things may or may not have, like, I mean, we could still have so much amazing shit, and it's not. I like the new shit, but it's like it's so much waste. Like the PlayStation 3, how powerful it was, and nothing came out of it. The fact that they're still making games on the Intellivision, it's just, I like that, and I'm glad that keeps going on, and I hope nothing interferes with it.
I hope so too.
Because really,
That's cool.
if they were still making NES games, like even if it was a big company like EA was coming out with NES games, not ports of games now, like to make them stupid, but original games, people would keep buying them. People wouldn't have stopped buying them.
I'd buy it.
If they dude, imagine if they just put them back on the market, put Super Nintendo back on the market, put all the games back on the market exactly how they were, like people would still be buying them. And they would still make money. And at this point in time, they can't cost that much to make at all.
I don't. Yeah, you would think because they're so small. You would think. I don't know. Yeah. Speaking of small, Jack's in the room. I'm just kidding. That's terrible. That's terrible. I didn't mean that. But no, he said that should he just go buy PUBG now? Should he just do it? Just buy it at this point?
Yeah. Okay, Jack. If you like Fortnite, then get this game. Like, to an extent, this game feels like a game kind of like Wildlands, but quick and yet not quick. And just get it. Fortnite with vehicles, huge map, attachments, your clothes. Like, I start in underwear, and like you get clothes and helmets and backpacks, and you have to worry about that shit.
He says done. He's buying it.
All right.
Done.
Nice.
Done. He's good.
I gotta call the PUBG people and get my residuals.
Let's do this. Get the gilling on.
Yeah, I just sold the copy of the game. Where's my dollar?
Yeah, seriously. There's so many other games we haven't mentioned. Obviously, a lot for the Switch. Something that if I did have the Switch, I probably would buy it, and that would be the new Yoshi game because Yoshi's awesome. Who doesn't like Yoshi? So that would be cool. What else? I just kind of want to mention Surviving Mars. That it's just like a first person game where you're on Mars and it's like you're so it looks kind of cool. What else? Shadow of the Colossus. I'm definitely not looking forward to that. That would be not one. And real quick, something that I should be looking forward to, but I'm telling you right now, I'm not because of the terrible way they let us look at it at the beginning of the E3, and that's Anthem.
I haven't
know,
seen anything. I haven't kept up with that game.
Well, you know about obviously the original thing that they came out with, and it was like it was obvious they weren't really talking to each other, and
the Division fake banter.
Yeah, it was like fake banter, and I was like, ugh. So it really put a bad taste in my mouth. I really should be looking forward to this because the game really does look beautiful. It looks good, but at the same time, I'm very skeptical. So I'll just throw that out there.
I mean, we have a game like it right now. It's called Destiny. If you want to go farther back, it's called Halo.
And it's called the first Destiny.
They do have to do a lot more to show people why we should get it, and I don't get like they did it in the Division, like. Why fake that talk? Like, okay, the normal moron isn't gonna know, and they're like, "Oh, they're really like that." But anyone who has a brain is like, "This is scripted. This isn't how people talk in real life." Why would they even bother doing it? Like, they could just show us the game and not have that negative.
We don't need that.
We didn't need. You could just be like, "Hey," and you'll be able to talk in it. Oh no, shit! Like every other game that comes out, like I don't give a fuck if I can talk to people because it's gonna happen.
Right.
Except for emoji.
Right. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, apparently I'm gonna find out tonight about PUBG. Woo! All right. Well, if there's a game we missed or just a game that you're looking forward to, please let us know on our Twitter at GameFixShow. And just be like, hey guys, I'm really looking forward to this. What do you think about this game? Well, this is what we think, and that's pretty much how it's going to go down.
I have a prediction.
That's exciting. Go ahead. This will end the show. What do you got?
I have a prediction that this year I think this year we're going to see the start of the end of the Nintendo Switch.
Ooh. See, a lot of
Because-
people are the opposite, but okay.
Because it was one thing to come out last year competing with essentially the Xbox One and the PS4, but now this is a new year, new paychecks, new everything. The holidays are done, people have money, and there is a new slew of consoles. The PS4 Pro, which people are going to start absolutely going to try this year with the VR, and then the Xbox One X. Now the competition got real fucking serious, and they can keep rehashing out the same titles with sequels, Mario this, Zelda that, but is that going to be enough to compete? Like, you're essentially a Game Boy competing with the Sega Genesis and the Super Nintendo. You can coexist, but competing isn't going to happen.
Nope.
That's just my prediction. I'm not trying to knock it, because eventually I will have one of those in my hand, and I hear a lot of good things. But that's just what I say.
Okay. Well, that's just what he says. What I say. Oh, what?
I was just going to think about our phones. Like, okay, so our phones, we play games, pretty good games now. You can get pretty amazing games on your iPhone, right? But your iPhone constantly has to update and update and update to get these awesome, awesome games. Well, Nintendo just came out last year. How much, you know what I'm saying, before you need a new device to play these mobile games? I think, I don't know. We'll see. Whatever.
Time will tell. Time will only tell. But thank you for listening to our show this week. This has obviously been the best show of the year so far.
Yeah, I have to say so.
It's the only show
And
so
the
far,
worst.
but it is the best either way. So we'll say that. So thank you for listening. Please do us a favor, follow us on our Twitter account at Game Fix Show, and please go on our website gamefix.ning.com. We're always posting new opinions, new stories about what's coming up, and you'll have fun. Go play. Go do it. Go do it. And Blaine, you got anything else you want to add? Nah. Okay. Well, Brucey B.
Goodbye. Have a nice day. Peace.
See ya.
Love ya.
It's a Pika.